Alright, so today, class, we're going to be talking about capsizing. So capsizing is when your boat tips over on its side. So here I've drawn a pretty poor diagram of what your boat should look like. So this is your mast, okay? This is the boat, this is the hull, and then here's your dagger board. So, as you can see, it's all on the side, it's all in the water, and so today we're going to be talking about how you can right the boat, so that is when you get it back up and, continue sailing. So, before we kind of get into, the steps of, what, how to right your boat, what are some ways that you think a boat might capsize? Yes?
It's really windy.
Yes, if it's really windy, your boat can tip over. That's just, it's one of the, probably the main reason why a boat will capsize. It's really, really, really windy. Is there any maybe other reasons why it might be windy?
Too much weight on one side?
Too much weight? Yeah, no, for sure. If your boat is, too heavy on one side, it can tip over. Those are really like the two main reasons that a boat might capsize. There are a few other ways, but we're just gonna stick with those because those are the two reasons that you guys will most likely have to encounter and deal with. But so, just for the sake of it, let's just say that capsize. So here I have a model of a boat with Santa on it, and Santa's going along. And Doug, actually, can I actually just stand up for a second? Yeah. Doug is now the wind. Now you can sit right there. And so Santa's going along on his boat, and whoosh, he capsized. So, what is Santa, and what will you guys, if you have to capsize, what do you think is the first thing you might want to do?
Make sure if everyone's okay.
Yes, for sure. First thing is always safety. You want to make sure that you're safe. You want to make sure that your crew is safe, and your friends. So Santa has just made sure that all of his elves are safe. What's the next? What is no peeking? What is the next thing that you do? If so everyone is safe. Now you have to start working on righting the boat.
Flip it.
So
Flip it. Yeah.
stand on the dagger board.
Yes. You can stand on the dagger board, but before that, you have to think of the boat is capsized and you ride it back, but the wind is still there. It's gonna capsize again. So how can you prevent your boat from capsizing? Yeah.
Oh, you put it in the wind.
You put it in the wind. So you're gonna have someone go to the front of the boat. This is known as the bow, and he or she is going to kind of move the boat so it's facing like this. So now the boat is like this, and the wind is coming from Doug, and it won't blow away if you ride it. So what else do you think you might
Undo your sails.
Undo your sails, so then they can't pick up wind and they can't sail away. It's another precaution. So putting the boat in irons, you uncleat all the sails. And so now, this is when we climb on the dagger board. So what you're going to do is, that stays in, yeah. So, unfortunately, this model doesn't have one, but your dagger board is going to be right here. You're going to climb on top of your dagger board. These are your hands, and you're going to pull the boat. So now it's up again. So now that the boat is up, what do we do now? We have to get on the boat. So where are we going to get on the boat?
Climb over the sides.
Climb over the sides. Not quite. For the one reason that if you climb over the sides, your boat might start rocking. So the easiest way to get on your boat is actually from the back. So when you climb on, the boat just goes a bit up. So now we know how to get onto the boat. Santa's very eager to get back on his boat. But who gets on first?
Me, Santa.
Depends on your position on the boat. Okay, so you're on the boat. What are you doing on the boat?
I was doing the jib.
You're doing the jib. Then you might actually not be the first person to get on the boat. The first person to get on the boat would be
The guy who's steering.
Skipper.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So the skipper climbs on from the stern or from the back of the boat. Why do you guys think this might be the case? Like, why should the skipper get on first? Steering, but
So he could steer it into the wind.
so he can steer into the wind. His job, his goal is going to make sure that the boat is going to stay pointing into Douglas the wind. So now that the skipper is on and he's controlling it, everyone else gets on the boat from where?
Stern.
The stern, the back of the boat, yeah. You keep the boat in irons, you climb in, and then the last thing you do is you sheet in your sails and you sail away. So, thank you, Douglas. You can sit down now. So here we are, and so put a little game plan for you guys. First of all, I'm going to hide this.
Damn it, we can't cheat.
Darn.
Yo, no cheating. So here are a bunch of cut up papers with the different stages. Now you guys are going to have to try and organize into the correct stages. I haven't put the numbers on, and whoever gets it first wins. So it's kind of like a race. Okay, so here are yours. Here are yours. And here are yours. So try as fast as possible.
Go.
Organize. Yep. Go.
I'm done.
Done.
Ah.
Done. Not done.
I'm done.
Second.
You're done. Okay. All right. Almost. You actually switched two up. So we're gonna see yours. Okay. And see yours. Again, you kind of mixed up two small parts close to the front. Louis, you actually did it. Oh. So, yeah. So, again, just for review, what is the first step, Nadia, for when you're riding the boat?
Check if everybody's okay.
Check if everyone's alright. Awesome. Louis, what is the next step?
Put the boat in irons.
Putting the boat in irons. Awesome. Doug?
You rate the boat.
Not quite.
Oh,
There's
no,
a
I know.
step.
You uncleat your sails.
You uncleat your sails. Awesome. Nadia, what is the
Dagger
next
board.
step? The dagger
Jump on the
board.
dagger board.
Jump on the dagger board, and then what do you do? What are you doing on the
Pull
dagger
it.
board? pull.
You
What do
rate your
pull?
boat.
You right your boat. You pull. Hull goes back up. Sails are all wet. They're flapping. Awesome. Louis,
Skipper climbs on first
Skipper.
from the back.
from the back of the
Back,
boat.
yeah.
From the back of the boat. And what is the skipper going to do?
He's going to steer it into the wind.
He's going to make sure it stays in the wind. Doug, skipper's in the boat. What's the next step?
Everyone else gets in the boat.
All right. Yes.
From the back.
From the back. Perfect. And then you sheet in and sail away. All right. No, guys, that's really awesome. So yeah. Here we. Just going back. So yeah, here are all of these steps. Just some other things you might want to keep in notice is communication. Communication is so very important. You always want to talk to your crewmates. You want to make sure that they know what their role is. You want to know what your role is. Communication is definitely key. As well as that, it is also very good to have someone at the front of the boat at all times holding the boat. Even when the skipper is in the boat, sometimes it makes it a whole lot easier if someone is there, and then this person would be the last person.
Why are they holding the boat?
They're holding the boat into the wind
Okay.
because the boat sometimes will, it'll want to roll away, and it'll want to go this way, it'll want to go that way. So it's easy because it's very easy to hold your boat in place. So then you have someone holding it, and you sail away. What do you do? I guess in an emergency. So it's you've capsized and you really need help.
Blow
Do
a
you have
whistle.
any? Blow a whistle. Guys have whistles on your life jackets, so don't be afraid if you need help. There's sometimes a boat will capsize, and there's a very specific reason for that, and that's okay. It's okay to ask for help, but at the same time, it's also nice to be able to help yourself and be able to write your own boat. So, does anyone have any questions so far? No.
Can we go sailing now?
Can you go sailing? Yes. Go rig up your boats.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Awesome.